right? So Troy is going to give us an overview of that right now.
Thank you, John. As you said, my name is Troy Busot. Who's ready for a cocktail? I'm assuming just about everybody. Very nice. Give me about 2 minutes of your attention here, and I just want to talk a little bit about how we're using Temporal to solve mission-critical solutions at scale. So one of our customers is Athlinks and Chronotrack. And are there any endurance athletes in the room? Any mountain bikers, runners? Got a couple here. So Athlinks and Chronotrack, we help them deliver solutions for athletes, race directors, and timers on the weekends all around the world. So chances are if you've crossed a finish line anywhere in the world in the last 15 years, you've used some or all of our platform that we've helped to deliver them. The way to think about a timer is sort of like the umpire or the referee in a sporting game, where the last thing you want, if you're mentioning the timer, it's probably not a good thing. It means that they missed a tag read. It means that they miscalculated a finish time or a place. So it's really important that we deliver the right solution every time on time. It's basically a timer. You've got about 1,000 small business owners all around the world who deploy race equipment on race day. Their reputation is their tag reads, is their ability to score a race. You screw it up one time, it can sink their business literally in a small market. So we take that very, very seriously. So recently I volunteered to pace a total stranger at the Leadville 100. So Leadville 100 is a foot race in Leadville, Colorado, 10,000 feet above sea level, rising to about 12,600 feet, 18,000 feet of vertical gain. And I'm going to help pace this. Turned out to be a Microsoft executive between miles 60 and 75 that day. So I wake up the morning of race day, snug as a bug in my bed. My phone vibrates. I get an alert. Race starts. Ken Klober's there with his cowboy hat on, blowing off the shotgun in his famous way he starts that race. But I get my race alert. Athlete is on course. Race has started. I jump out of bed. I grab some breakfast, quick workout. A couple hours later, my next race alert goes off. Racer is through mile 20, right on time. I clean up. I get ready to go. I get another race alert. Athlete is through 30 miles, right on time. I hop in my car, I make the drive from Boulder up to Leadville. My athlete's right on time through 50 miles. And so what's going on here is that, again, these Chronotrack timers have deployed these controllers on course. The athletes have this little tiny RFID tag on their shoe, and that is getting tag read, and those are pumped up into an AWS cluster, which is then calling, writing to the database, calling a bunch of Lambda jobs that's processing photography, tag reads, timing, calculating pace and splits, sending out text messages to people who are worrying about their loved ones and where they're at on this 100-mile foot race, 10,000 feet above elevation, and all of this is orchestrated with Temporal, right? And so I get there, I get up to Twin Lakes, and if you've never been to an ultramarathon, please go to one and just watch it. Watch the passion and the grit that's on display, the literal blood, sweat, and tears, and frankly, other bodily fluids that are expelled at these races. It's just unbelievable. So we're waiting for our athlete to come through. 1 hour turns to 2 to 3. My guy's struggling on course, but my phone finally vibrates. He's a mile out, he's coming in. So he comes into Twin Lakes, and we sit him down, we rip off his socks and shoes, we clean and dry his feet, we throw the socks back on, get him a new fresh set of kicks, and we're off out of Twin Lakes. So Twin Lakes, it's at a lake, again, mountain lake. It's about 50 feet of just vertical trail straight up. I'm behind him, literally hands on ass, pushing him up this hill to get to the flat trail, and we get there. So we're going through this tree line in Leadville, and I mean it's dark, like Milky Way dark. You can see every star in the sky, and we're getting there. We're going through 1 hour, 2 hours. It's about midnight now. We're dying, but we finally hear the music playing, and we get to the next timing station. Now, at the timing station, at this aid station, we get word that there's this massive storm blowing in over May Queen, 15 miles up the road, and we've got 5 miles to the next cutoff. But we heard that noise, that little beep, that tag read on that Chronotrack controller. And so I tell my guy, it's up to you. If you want to do this, I'm here for you. I will absolutely run with you through the forest for the next 5 miles, racing the clock in that storm and, frankly, your levels of endurance to do this. Now, you might be asking yourself, like, I thought Temporal was like mission critical banking, it's got to be there positively overnight type of thing. I happen to be the founder of Athlinks, so I started that company 15 years ago before I joined TechFabric. And when I looked at my athlete and I said, look, I'm here for you, I will do this with you, he looked at me and said, look, I got the tag read, my family knows I'm safe, they know I'm vertical, they know I'm moving forward. I'm in, let's do it. And in that moment, I'd been involved in racing for 15, 20 years. I realized mission critical is all about context, right? For him, in that moment, there was nothing more mission critical than letting his family know that he was safe, that he was vertical and moving forward. So to anybody in the room right now from Temporal, if you're wondering if it's worth it, the salespeople, the support folks, the engineers, if it's worth it to stay up 1 more hour at night to finish a product or to fix a bug, I'm here to tell you it's worth it. You're doing great work, and we want to thank you. And if you need a project to get it across the finish line, to get it across course, to land it across, give us a call at TechFabric. We will help you because we understand mission critical is all about context, and we understand the context better than anybody. So thank you. Let's go get a drink.
All right. And guys, just real quick, if you want to learn more about us or if you want to sign up for an